Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the CPSN broadcast. Apologies, we had some technical difficulties, but we are back. Creighton Prep had a 3-and-out, and looks like Lincoln East has made their way to the 35-yard line.
From that first drive, it looked like the Junior Jays were trying a new formation we haven't seen yet this year. They had 3 guys go in motion at the same time, all in the backfield. A couple receivers and Jake Carney as well on that. And didn't work very well on the first try, but the second time, Angelo Walker had a quick 7 yards. And after a 1-yard gain, it was 4th down.
Turner Wilkie throws. Intercepted! Preston Woodward. He's going to the 50-yard line. 45-40. And Preston Woodward with the interception. Lincoln East started off with relatively good field position, and Preston Woodward fixes that for the Creighton Prep Blue Jays.
You know, that was a risky throw there by Wilkie. It was kind of a lob, and Preston Woodward has been a very, very good safety the last 2 years here for the Junior Jays. He had a big interception against Burke in which he returned it, and I mean, that's just like him to make.
And, you know, interception, you know, you get the turnover. Offense gets the ball back. But Creighton Prep, they thrive on stopping one side of the ball at a time, so now they're going to force Lincoln East to pass, and it's going to be much easier on the Junior Jays. Leslie hands it off, and he swallowed up for a loss of about 7 yards. This D-line has been absolutely clobbering Creighton Prep so far.
That looked like Huxton Cat and Colton Tucker on the joint tackle there.
Jake Carney with the carry.
Huxton Cat, number 5 there for Lincoln East. He's going to be a guy that we're going to call the name of a lot. He's their starting running back as well as their starting linebacker. Him and Will Manning seem to kind of run this offense and part of the defense as well here for the Spartans.
So Creighton Prep now back at what looks like to be the 42-yard line. Leslie throws a quick little screen to Angelo Walker. He stays out. Angelo Walker, ladies and gentlemen, out to the 34-yard line, and there's a flag on the play.
Looks like a late flag there. And, you know, that was defended well there by Lincoln East, but looked like a defender there couldn't make that open field tackle, and Angelo was able to spin off him for a lot of extra yards.
Looks like the flag might be on Lincoln East.
No, they're going to get a personal foul on Lincoln East, yeah. That's another 15 tacked onto that already huge run.
And Creighton Prep, after a 3-and-out, they are carrying a lot of momentum, and now they're at the 14-yard line.
Looks like they have Roberto Macias-Zidzik in there as a fullback.
They're going to hand it off to Angelo Walker. He busts through, makes a cut. Touchdown, Angelo Walker. That's his first of the night, ladies and gentlemen.
And that's great blocking there by the Junior Jays. We saw it. I mean, each lineman had their guy already pushed back, and it looks like they pushed the defenders into the end zone, so Walker was able to kind of waltz in there.
They set up a perfect path for Walker, and he had great vision seeing where his blocks were, and he made some nice little cuts. And he gets the touchdown. Rory McGarry with the kick.
And what a way to bounce back here for the Junior Jays. Unable to see it here on the stream, but that was a very fast 3-and-out. I mean,
very rough 3-and-out.
They had, on their first play of the game, it was a tackle for loss, 5 yards backwards, and after a quick interception by Woodward, they're able to score really quickly.
And I'm very intrigued to see what happens with this defense when they get back on the field, because in these past 2 weeks, Creighton Prep has really started off slow on defense, kind of letting up maybe a touchdown or a field goal, and then their opponent just goes silent for the rest of the game. So I'm excited to see if maybe they can keep this momentum after Preston Woodward's interception or not.
McGarry, after kicking the extra point, is going to come back over here to the 35-yard line, or excuse me, the 40 kickoff here for the Junior Jays.
Looks like it'll be Landon Lingenfelter for the return.
Lincoln East, the 12 seed, coming off a huge win against Omaha Central, who's favored greatly in that game. Omaha Central, after beating Westside, they come over to Burke, lose to Prep, and then their starting quarterback, BJ Newsom, gets injured, and they only win one game for the rest of the season after beating Westside.
Takes it out. Looks like Lincoln East is going to be set up at around the 24-yard line.
Like I said, Lincoln East, after beating Omaha Central, the winner of this game will face the winner of Papio South and Miller North. Papio South was able to win late over Lincoln North Star.
Lingenfelter in motion. Lingenfelter. He gets a 5-yard gain before he gets tackled out of bounds.
Seeing a lot of plays like that, plays to the outside, going to the outside. Looks like they're kind of trying to get their guys to already have a lot of momentum, already have a lot of speed by the time they get the ball in across the line of scrimmage.
They have guys like Will Manning. Obviously, we just saw Lingenfelter, and they also have Sam Sutko and Huxton Cat. They have quite the offense with some star players. Wilkie getting ready to pass. He's going deep. And he's going to be overthrown.
Looked like that was intended there for Sam Sutko. He's kind of been the to-go guy for the Spartans so far in this season.
5 touchdowns on the season. He's absolutely been Turner Wilkie's guy, with 5 of his 8 touchdown passes going to Sutko. And it's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Spartans.
After that deep pass, Sutko went out, so I wouldn't be surprised to see another run here to Cat.
Wilkie gets absolutely swallowed up. Number 55 for the Junior Jays, Jake Brock, adds another sack to this Junior Jays defense.
I think that's got to be the Junior Jays' strongest part of their game right now is their defensive line. I mean, they're just so deep in their bag on that side of football.
Absolutely. To be fair, that's one of the positions that has really stayed healthy all season. So they've had about everybody, and with their depth, you know, Aaron Shaw, Jake Brock. Punt is nearly blocked. And Crane Prep's going to be set up at the 30-yard line. Looked like that was Jake.
It's like Jake Carney unsure there if he was to call a fair catch or try to make something happen, but I don't think it would have mattered.
And it's not bad field position by any means. Looks like the ref spotting at the 34. And the Junior Jays will be back out in about a minute and a half since they were last on the field.
Ben Leslie's back starting at quarterback after his first career start last week against Lincoln Southeast. He played pretty well, had a touchdown pass.
Hands it off. Angelo Walker. He's around 10 yards. These blocks from the Junior Jays have been absolutely dominating Lincoln East so far.
You know, we saw Walker get to the outside there, and I know we've been praising this offensive line, but you got to give props to the perimeter blocking there by the receivers as well.
I don't think it's ridiculous to say that this offensive line is about as good as blocking as Angelo Walker is at running. I think both of them combined is what has made up this entire offense. Creighton Prep in the shotgun. Ben Leslie hands it off to Angelo Walker. Makes another cut. Looks like he gained 5 yards, and they'll be set up for a nice 2nd and 5 at around the 47-yard line.
Now, I think they're running a lot because they're having success with it. Obviously, Angelo Walker is such a great player, but Ben Leslie has a really good arm as well. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they try to experiment with a lot of pass plays coming up here, because then Lincoln East isn't really going to know how to respond, having seen only the run lately.
And they don't have much film on Leslie. Creighton Prep in the I formation. Hands it off. That's going to be Angelo Walker again. Lincoln East saw that one coming. Looks like he gets at the line of scrimmage, maybe a loss of 1. And they're going to be set up for a 3rd and 4. This is probably around the time we might see Ben Leslie's arm. And, you know, you never really know what Ben Leslie's going to do. This is his, what, his 2nd game starting?
That's right.
So it was pretty hard, I'm assuming, for Lincoln East to prepare for a kid like him. They're just going to hand it off to Angelo Walker again. And he's going to get right at the line to gain. Looks like it might be 4th and inches.
Yeah, and they're going to send out the punt unit.
That's surprising. Creighton Prep's been very aggressive so far this season. And
it's only 4th and 1, and I mean, like you said, been very consistent on those 1-yard gains.
Absolutely. They have Coach Tim Williams has a bag of tricks in these type of situations. But they're going to punt the ball. Angelo Walker still on the field.
There looks like they're in their rhino formation.
Ooh. Angelo Walker, he'll pick it up with about 3 yards after contact.
It's a good tackle there in open field by Hayden Languis, the senior. Looked like if Languis wasn't there, Walker would have been gone.
And I mean, you heard what I was saying. Coach Williams, he is quite the deep bag in those short yardage situations, and you saw it right there.
It's like they're going to give it to Carney.
Jake Carney stopped at the line of scrimmage. And now we see Angelo Walker and Sheldon Galladay make their way back onto the field, along with guys like Brody Austin.
Brody Austin had a touchdown last week against Lincoln Southeast for the Junior Jays, thrown, of course, by Ben Leslie.
Creighton Prep in the I formation, looking to run the ball again. They're going to give it to Angelo Walker. He breaks the tackle, and it looks like a pickup of 7 to set them up for a 3rd and 3, 3rd and short.
I think now is the kind of time that you got to let Leslie throw here. I mean,
I think you just got to see what he has in him. I don't know how many passes they've made. I think they've had 1 pass, and that's only gone for 2 yards this game. Looks like they're going to hand it off to Angelo Walker again. He gets the first down.
Yeah, I mean, I know we're talking about Ben Leslie's arm, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Angelo Walker's having a great night so far.
Absolutely. He has been the bell cow for Creighton Prep this season. And, I mean, you see it right now. It's been working great. And Brody Austin in the game. He made quite the impression after the Central game. Hard hit.
Looked like they tried to.
Loss of 2. This Lincoln East looks like they have shown some flashes of stopping the run. They just got to put it together and make it consistent.
Defensive line led by number 88, Elijah Guts. He has 10 sacks so far in the season. He's kind of been their go-to guy when they need to stop here on the defensive line.
2nd and 15. I think you got to pass with Leslie soon.
Kind of looks like that's what the formation they got. I mean, they have Austin, Galladay, and Cosmic.
It's going to be spread. And no, they'll hand it to Jay Carney, who might get a yard, but nothing too much. And you kind of see Ben Leslie's frustration.
3rd and long. I mean, I think we know what Ben Leslie can do. I think Ben Leslie knows what Ben Leslie can do.
Mm-hmm. And Rory McGarry, I don't know if he can kick it from here. So I think they're aiming to pick up at least 5 yards to get right into that field goal range. Looks like we're going to see Ben Leslie this play. He's rolling out to the left side. Leslie, and he throws it away.
I mean, I think that's just kind of the smart play there. The offensive line kind of collapsed really quickly. He didn't even have any time to think about who to throw it to.
Yeah, and those Lincoln East guys, they were really chasing him. Leslie's a pretty fast player, and those D linemen were really keeping up with him. About to catch him.
It looks 5 seconds remaining to go in here in the first quarter. It looks like they're going to try to keep the offense on the field. I mean, an awkward spot, too short to punt, too long to kick.
I think they're this confident in the defense.
Gotta wonder if they're just going to kind of try to get as many yards as they can, or
I think they'll.
Oh, they're trying to get him to jump.
Trying to get him off sides.
And a flag is going to be thrown.
I don't think I saw a jump, but.
Oh, it looks like they're going to.
I'm not down there.
Looks like it's going to be.
Delay a game?
Yeah, delay a game so you can back up.
That's fine. Sometimes those delay games make the punts easier on the punter, so. Looks like Angelo Walker will punt from the 42-yard line. 37-yard line, excuse me. And Angelo Walker will punt. Ooh, takes a bad bounce for Creighton Prep. And Lincoln East will be set up at around the 27-yard line.
Some quick updates from around Class A. In the first round, Papio South up early on Millard North 8-0 in the first quarter. Millard South beating Elkhorn South 14-0 in the first quarter. And Westside is up 7-0 against Kearney again in the first corner.
Tonight's CPSN broadcast is brought to you by Mangia Italiana, Omaha's home for fresh pizza, pasta, and classic Italian favorites. Dine in, carry out, or order online at mangiaitaliana.com. Mangia Italiana, taste the tradition.
And by Culver's of La Vista. Visit us at 98th and Giles Road, online pickup at culvers.com, or look us up on Uber Eats and DoorDash. Culver's, welcome to Delicious.
And that was a pretty quick half from both of these teams. But I think we got to see that Creighton Prep, one of their big themes of today's game, they really want to control this clock. Because I would say, I think Lincoln East might have had the ball for 3 minutes that entire drive, that entire quarter.
And I think that's primarily due, obviously, to the Junior Jays' run-heavy offense.
Absolutely. Wilkie running the ball. Breaks a couple tackles. 5-yard gain.
It looks like all these Lincoln East ball carriers, whether it's Wilkie or Cat or Manning or Lingenfelter, I feel like they all run angry. They all run with like a purpose to keep going even after they're getting hit. So I think that's kind of why it takes so long to bring them down, especially when they got blockers running with them.
It's that type of effort that gets you in the playoffs this far. 2nd and 5 for the Spartans. They're going to do some motion. Flip to the left side. Wilkie pitches the ball to Cat. Creighton Prep misses a tackle, and looks like Cat will get a pick up around 2 or 3 yards and short.
I don't want to call it an option. I don't want to call it an option because it's not, but these weird, or not weird, but these different kind of flip passes, these pitches that Wilkie's getting out to his running backs, I think kind of tripping up this Junior J defense.
I think they're just trying to establish kind of what they're going to do for this game, and keep this Creighton Prep defense on their feet. Wilkie, getting ready to pass, going deep again. Lindenmeyer. Shit.
No.
Doesn't look like it. He might have got 1 foot inbound, but
That's really good coverage there by Silas Bush.
foot inbound, but
That's really good coverage there by Silas Bush.
Perfect, almost perfect coverage.
Coverage there by Silas Bush.
Almost perfect coverage by Silas Bush.
I mean, I know Lingenfelter still caught it, but it was because of Bush that he was kind of out of bounds, forced out of bounds, tried to catch it. But it was because of Bush that he was kind of out of bounds, forced out of bounds, tried to catch it awkward, and now it's going to bring up 4th down here for Lincoln East.
And it seems like Turner Wilkie has a lot of confidence in his guys. Really just 50-50 balls. I haven't seen he looks open, but he has a lot of confidence in his guys. And you got to respect that. And Lincoln East will punt it out of bounds at around the 35, 36-yard line. And Creighton Prep will get the ball with around 10 minutes left in the half. And I think we'll still see the themes of running the ball.
Absolutely.
I think they want to use enough clock to the point where they have to force Lincoln East to pass. This Creighton Prep defense kind of expect what's going to happen between run or pass. And Ben Leslie and his offense will take back.
I'm expecting to see
Angelo Walker, Lincoln East misses a tackle. Angelo Walker picks it around three yards.
See if they want to give Leslie's going to have a chance to throw the ball. As Junior J offensive line is going to have to step up the blocking game here. I mean, this has never been an issue throughout the whole season.
No, but quite frankly, Lincoln East should have had that play blown up for loss of 2. But it seems like he just missed the tackle. I won't even say Angelo Walker evaded. Angelo Walker like juked him or anything. Just seemed like a miss.
I think Ben Leslie's just very elusive and hard to tackle.
Pro formation for the Junior Jays. They're going to hand it off to Jake Carney, who gets swallowed up again. This Lincoln East D-line.
Looked like even a loss of a yard there on the run play, something the Junior Jays aren't very used to. Losing yards on run plays.
And with how this game is going right now, I think they're going to have to use Ben Leslie's arm. Because right now, I mean, that first drive, the run was really excelling, but right now, and as of recent plays, it hasn't been doing what it's been doing all season.
Lincoln East has done a great job of kind of adapting to this Junior J offense. They have a lot of different formations.
Pro set again, Leslie getting ready to pass. He's going deep, looks like Galladay, and it's intercepted. Lincoln East. Najee Brown with the interception. He was on Sheldon Galladay. That's quite the matchup.
Looks like that one was intended there for number 20, Grant Harpster.
And Najee Brown's 6'5". I'm sure he's been doing that all season.
I mean, that's a good play there by Lincoln East. It's a deep ball. Not quite a 50-50, but just a good play there by the DB.
And Turner Wilkie will get the offensive right back. He hands it off. Lots of holes. And Kyle Campbell, the junior, picks about 12 yards.
It's like Lincoln East kind of flipped the script here on the Junior Jays. They're able to run it right down the middle for solid 12 yards.
And this is exactly where Creighton Prep doesn't want to be on defense. Or they have to guess, because it seems like whenever they guess pass, it just opens up so much room for the running backs. Lincoln East, pre-snap motion. Flag on the play.
It looks like they're going to get it offsides there on the defense. That's just a really avoidable penalty, and that's going to be...
That's a rare flag. That's a rare flag from Creighton Prep. You don't see them getting too many penalties. And Lincoln East is going to have to take advantage of all of those that they can get.
It's kind of a silly 5-yard loss there.
It's going to be 1st and 5 for the Spartans. Turner Wilkie hands it off to Will Manning, who's still up, and he picks up about 10 yards. seems like this Lincoln offense really thrives in these kind of tricky runs where they're maybe doing a sweep to the outside or a little pitch. I don't know if we've seen it yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see a reverse eventually.
I think the downfield blocking is very, very beneficial too. I mean, you saw it there on the close side. I believe that was Lingenfelter had a guy blocked 15 yards down the field. So
Turner Wilkie hands it off, and he gets pushed forward for about 5 yards. About 2 yards in the play. Korean Prep forces a 3rd down.
These Lincolnese running backs are very good at running to the outside, kind of waiting for their blocks to develop and then cutting upfield hard for a solid gain of 4 yards every time. I mean, I know it didn't really work out there, but we've seen it plenty earlier here in the drive.
And I think even though they're in 3rd down, I think Lincoln East is exactly where they want to be, where they keep Korean Prep guessing. Turner Wilkie gets ready to pass. Easy completion to number 10, Sam Sucko. His favorite guy so far. 5 touchdowns on the season. And Lincoln East will move the chains.
There it is again. I mean, made the defense guess, and it looks like they guessed run, considering how the DBs reacted to Sam Sucko's route there. I mean, he was kind of wide open for an easy gain of about 6.
Looks like the safety pushed back as the ball was snapped. And Wilkie will hand the ball off again for a pickup of about 5 or 6 yards. Looks like Kyle Campbell. And that hasn't even been their star running back. I mean, Kyle Campbell has been an absolute stud so far this season, but Huxton Cat has really been their guy so far on the ground. He has 6 touchdowns.
Looks like they're kind of saving him for the defensive side of the ball. He's been a weapon on the defensive end position.
And Wilkie hands it off again. He gets absolutely swallowed up for a loss of yards. Kyle Campbell again with the carry.
And that's the Junior J defensive line that we're used to, the one that we've seen throughout the whole season so far.
And now I think if you're Lincoln East, you got to pass here. And now Korean Prep is exactly where they want to be.
That's their 2nd play in a row where they've gotten 2 or less yards on the ground. So like you said, I think it's safe to assume for the Junior Jays that a pass is coming up next.
Wilkie, oh, little pitch play, little jet sweep. Sam Sucko will get the 1st down.
I believe that was Landon Lingenfelter there in the motion. I mean, from up here, it looked obvious isn't the right word, but he was right in motion. Looks like he was going to cross Wilkie's face right when he snapped the ball. And then had some good perimeter blocking, and that's going to pick up a quick 1st down here for the Spartans.
First and 10 for the Spartans. Some more pre-snap motion. You always see it. Wilkie pitches the ball out to Kyle Campbell, who breaks some tackles, picks up about 8 yards on the play.
I mean, there were like 3 Junior J defensive linemen in the backfield, but they're all getting blocked to the outside, creating a huge hole there for Campbell, and he's able to pick up 7 yards.
And that was some really good run after contact for Campbell. He's been absolutely great. Campbell still on the field. Wilkie pitches it out to Campbell with a nice little spin move, but it's not going to be enough for the Spartans. Loss of 2 on the play.
Looked like Will Manning and and Harrison Danowitz are kind of on that end position. They go in motion a lot with number 23, Colton Tucker, and they seem to lead block for Kyle Campbell pretty consistently.
And this has been a 7-minute drive, excuse me, for the Spartans as the clock winds down to 3 minutes. Wilkie, another run play. He gets tripped up for about 8 yards on the play.
Wouldn't be surprised if I saw them go for it here on the 4th down. I mean, you're already this close to the end zone.
And so far, it looks like Creighton Prep is uncomfortable passing, so I think I absolutely agree with you. It's going to be tough for them to run this close to the end zone.
It's a huge play for both sides of the ball. I mean, we've seen the Junior Jays stop the run game plenty of this drive, but we've also seen them lose it plenty of this drive.
Absolutely. Creighton Prep doesn't really know what's coming. And I think Lincoln East thrives in those situations. Wilkie hands it off.
And it looks like
ooh,
it's going to be really
close. Kyle Campbell with the carry.
It's going to come down to a spot. Both teams say they got it, and it looks like the Junior Jays actually got it. Wow.
That was a great stop. That was inches away. I still don't know if he got it or not. I mean, clearly he didn't. But wow, that was a great effort by Kyle Campbell. And this is going to be a huge drive for the Junior Jays.
And that's super demoralizing if you're the Spartans there. I mean, you just did a drive that took pretty much the whole quarter.
8 minutes off the clock.
Yeah, and you got that close within the 10-yard line, and you don't convert on the 4th down, and you have to give the ball back to this Junior J offense.
And Creighton Prep is going to be hungry for some points as the Spartans receive the ball. Handoff to Angelo Walker. He fumbles.
Wow.
Seems like Creighton Prep recovered.
Looks like he got his own fumble there, Angelo Walker, and kind of had his eyes set deep down the field, had a lot of green grass in front of him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of got focused on that. Ball got stripped away.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, you obviously always hate to see fumbles, but Angelo Walker, he was looking at a gain of 20 or 30 yards on that play. Creighton Prep in the eye. Hands it off. Lincoln East sees it coming. No gain on the play.
What was working for the Junior Jays late in the first quarter doesn't look like it's going to be working here. They might have to try to mix things up, which I don't think is going to be too hard for this Junior J offensive front. And it's going to be a timeout by the Junior Jays. We will take a timeout as well here on CPSN. Don't go anywhere. 1:23 left in the first half.
Creighton Prep with the ball around the 15-yard line. Huge first down for them as they don't want Lincoln East to get the ball back. Hand off to Angelo Walker. Doesn't look like he's going to get it.
I don't know if you can see it, but this Lincoln East defense is doing a great job of adjusting to the motions made by Creighton Prep.
They did get the first down. That was another really close call, really close spot. And doesn't look like Lincoln East is going to be getting the ball back unless Creighton Prep gives it to them.
Junior Jays have a lot of ground to make up and not a lot of time to do it. Wouldn't be surprised if I saw some passing from Leslie.
Hand off to Angelo Walker. He gets 10 yards on the play. 10 yards,
Still
no, 15. That's about 18 yards. And Creighton Prep seemed like what they were previously doing.
It's like Lincoln East has a player down. We'll go to break here on CPSN.
Creating prep. We'll get the ball back around the 42-yard line. Leslie in the pocket to pass. Looks pretty stressed out. Leslie, what do you got for me? He goes deep. And it's going to be broken up. Ball is intended for Vincent Constantino, the fullback who's been quite the deep threat for the Junior Jays this season. And it seemed like before, Creating Prep was trying to just milk the clock down. But now that it looks like they only need 30 yards, they're eager to score.
I mean, that's a tough position to be in if you're Leslie. The pocket kind of collapsed. You had to roll out. I mean, you still had time after you rolled out, but wasn't a lot of guys open downfield. Just kind of had to throw it up.
Leslie thrown again. Once again, pressured. Incomplete.
Looked like he was looking for Jacob Ford on that.
The sophomore. And that'll be a third down for the Junior Jays on the 38-yard line. 25 seconds left in the half.
From what I'm seeing out of the sophomore and Leslie is good quarterback, can throw the ball well, but under pressure kind of tends to panic. We haven't really seen him sit down in the pocket and make a throw. He's had to roll out every time.
Leslie, third pass in a row. He's gonna scramble. 3 yards short of the line to gain. And Creating Prep will be set up with about a 4th and medium.
And I mean, you kind of got to go for it here. I do wonder if they're going to try to run the ball to the outside and get out of bounds quick, or if they're going to kind of keep doing what they're doing, pass the ball. I think if I were calling the plays, I would get the first down, get the yards, try to get out of bounds. Junior Jays do still have 2 timeouts left, so we'll see what happens.
Leslie in the eye. They've been running a lot in this formation. Looks like Creating Prep is going to get it.
And they are going to get it, but
13 seconds left. Going to be hard to do anything with this clock left.
I think all they need to do is give Leslie time to throw the ball without too much pressure. Because, I mean, we've seen what happens when he has pressure. He makes...
I think they've been giving him time. I think...
Make sure to stick around at halftime for an exclusive interview with starting cornerback Vinny Saul.
.13 seconds left. Junior Jays have 1 timeout left. They're going to need at least 20 yards to get in the range of Roy McGarry.
I think it's got to be somewhat of like a double panic is setting in here for this offense because Lincoln East does get the ball to start the second half.
Lincoln East in the shotgun. Little pitch play. Didn't do much. That was to Elijah Honte. We've not seen that all season.
Man, another quick timeout for the Junior Jays. I don't know if that was honestly the smartest play to run in that situation.
And I think Lincoln East, they're starting to get a feel for how Ben Leslie plays, where he kind of gets kind of anxious and likes to scramble. We saw them with the blitz on that play. From their safety, it seemed like.
I mean, being an underclassman starting on varsity, what do you expect? Especially since it's your second game starting and you haven't been in the starting position outside of state playoffs, which can't imagine what the young Ben Leslie is feeling.
It was a risky play from Lincoln East, bringing down their safety in a kind of Hail Mary situation, but it paid off.
Looks like the clock will reset from 4 seconds back to 7 seconds. So maybe the Junior Jays will get off 2 plays here, but I think it could be close even for that.
I think 2 plays is generous. I think they got 1 play, and I think they either just got to let it go to half or they got to go deep. Looks like
they're going to want to get it to go deep.
Yep. Leslie has the arm for it. Leslie, he is pressured.
Oh, he's way back out there. He's still on his feet.
What's going to happen? Oh,
and he's going to be brought
sacks
down for the sack. Not even going to be able to throw the ball.
Looked like number 11, Xander Zuiga.
And that's a tough way to end the half for the Junior Jays. I mean, a sack, a blown-up play. Leslie had to roll out. Like I said, I don't think we've seen a play where Leslie's been able to kind of sit down in the pocket and make a decision. He's always had to roll out and think while he's moving. But nevertheless, Junior J still leads 7-0 over the Spartans. We got a really close game here at the half. Stay tuned again for an exclusive interview with Vincent Saul. Second half coming up next. Lincoln needs to return here on CPSN.
All right, boys, welcome back. I'm here with varsity DB, Vinny Saul. Played Lincoln Southeast.
Great, got the win, just moved on. Got to take it game by game, that's how it works.
There you go. Yeah, what do you think you guys could have done better?
I don't know if there's much we could have done better. I guess just be a little bit more physical. I mean, that's always a message, so be more physical every week.
You know, it's Halloween game. Had to go trick-or-treating or two after the game. What was your favorite candy?
Favorite candy's got to be Skittles. You just can't go wrong. Always a good one.
What's your pregame song?
Pre-game song, I usually like to get in the calm mindset before the game, so I'll listen just to like some Rod Wave, just kind of calm the mood.
All right, if your whole team was stranded on an island, who's lasting the longest and who's going out first?
I'd say first one to go out has got to be Preston Woodward. I feel like he'd just fall asleep on the island and probably get eaten by something. And then last the longest, I'd have to say Colin Corrigan. He'd definitely find a way to somehow survive.
All right, what's your pregame superstition looking like?
My pregame superstition, I would say I'd have to sit in the same spot in our pregame meetings. So we have pregame meetings and I have to sit in the same spot every game or else I.
All right. You know, let's say your team gets a karaoke night. you're up. What song you choosing?
I'm not sure if I'm choosing a specific song. I just want Elijah Honte singing and being the lead singer for that.
All right, love to see that happen. Who on the team would make the worst coach?
I'm not sure. There's a lot of guys who would be good coaches. If I had to choose one to be the worst, probably Brody Austin, because he doesn't say much. He just kind of goes about his business.
All right, what's your go-to gas station order looking like?
I got to go with the Hostess mini chocolate donuts. Usually see me bringing those into meetings and stuff, so.
Those are good. All right, what's your post-game grub looking like then?
Usually the moms will have something for us, but the best one is probably Cane's chicken fingers and fries.
Oh yeah. All right, if you could have anyone give you a speech, who would it be?
I'd have to say Mr. Catalano. I feel like he'd just definitely get the guys going if he ever got in the locker room before
Oh yeah.
a game.
Oh yeah. If your team had a band, who would be the lead singer and who would be the backup dancers?
Lead singer, I'd have to say again, Honte. You should see him. He gets the vocals going pretty good. And then backup dancer, I'd have to say Ty Ravensborg. If you ever see him in the post-game locker room getting the moves on, it's pretty
All
good.
right. Who on the team would take the longest to get ready for practice?
I'd say Preston Woodward. There was like 2 weeks ago, he literally fell asleep in the training room. I mean, he just always is sleeping, so definitely Preston.
All right, game this Friday. It's Blue Out. Get your shirts from Mr. Eastmo. We play Lincoln East. Be there, be loud, be proud, and go Jays! Oh God, that hurts.
They come from all over the metro, with backgrounds that are as different as they are from each other.
They wonder what the future holds and if they're ready to take on what comes next.
But when they walk through these doors, they discover something pretty amazing. Because at Creighton Prep, you enter an environment where you can pursue what interests you. That prepares you for academic success. That challenges you to try new things.
That cultivates curiosity and critical thinking and changes how you see yourself and others.
Through these doors, you'll find a team of educators, coaches, counselors, and classmates who accept you for who you are and provide you with new perspectives about what's possible.
Not just here and now, but in the future and for the rest of your life.
Through these doors, you'll become part of a brotherhood that teaches you what it means to be a man for others.
And understand that it is within your power to change your community and the world.
And even when graduation takes you far away, Creighton Prep has a way of bringing you back to where it all began, through these doors. They come from all over the metro, with backgrounds that are as different as they are from each other.
They wonder what the future holds and if they're ready to take on what comes next.
But when they walk through these doors,
They discover something pretty amazing.
because at Creighton Prep, you enter an environment where you can pursue what interests you. That prepares you for academic success. That challenges you to try new things.
That cultivates curiosity and critical thinking and changes how you see yourself and others.
Through these doors, you'll find a team of educators, coaches, counselors, and classmates who accept you for who you are and provide you with new perspectives about what's possible.
Not just here and now, but in the future and for the rest of your life.
Through these doors, you'll become part of a brotherhood that teaches you what it means to be a man for others.
And understand that it is within your power to change your community and the world.
And even when graduation takes you far away, Creighton Prep has a way of bringing you back to where it all began, through these doors. They come from all over the metro, with backgrounds that are as different as they are from each other.
They wonder what the future holds and if they're ready to take on what comes next.
But when they walk through these doors,
They discover something pretty amazing.
because at Creighton Prep, you enter an environment where you can pursue what interests you. That prepares you for academic success. That challenges you to try new things.
That cultivates curiosity and critical thinking and changes how you see yourself and others.
Through these doors, you'll find a team of educators, coaches, counselors, and classmates who accept you for who you are and provide you with new perspectives about what's possible.
Not just here and now, but in the future and for the rest of your life.
Through these doors, you'll become part of a brotherhood that teaches you what it means to be a man for others.
And understand that it is within your power to change your community and the world.
And even when graduation takes you far away, Creighton Prep has a way of bringing you back where it all began, through these doors. They come from all over the metro, with backgrounds that are as different as they are from each other.
They wonder what the future holds and if they're ready to take on what comes next.
But when they walk through these doors, they discover something pretty amazing. Because at Creighton Prep, you enter an environment where you can pursue what interests you. That prepares you for academic success. That challenges you to try new things.
That cultivates curiosity and critical thinking and changes how you see yourself and others.
Through these doors, you'll find a team of educators, coaches, counselors, and classmates who accept you for who you are and provide you with new perspectives about what's possible.
Not just here and now, but in the future and for the rest of your life.
Through these doors, you'll become part of a brotherhood that teaches you what it means to be a man for others.
And understand that it is within your power to change your community and the world.
And even when graduation takes you far away, Creighton Prep has a way of bringing you back where it all began, through these doors. They come from all over the metro, with backgrounds that are as different as they are from each other.
They wonder what the future holds and if they're ready to take on what comes next.
But when they walk through these doors, they discover something pretty amazing. Because at Creighton Prep, you enter an environment where you can pursue what interests you. That prepares you for academic success. That challenges you to try new things.
That cultivates curiosity and critical thinking and changes how you see yourself and others.
Through these doors, you'll find a team of educators, coaches, counselors, and classmates who accept you for who you are and provide you with new perspectives about what's possible.
Not just here and now, but in the future and for the rest of your life.
Through these doors, you'll become part of a brotherhood that teaches you what it means to be a man for others.
And understand that it is within your power to change your community and the world.
And even when graduation takes you far away, Creighton Prep has a way of bringing you back where it all began, through these doors. They come from all over the metro, with backgrounds that are as different as they are from each other.
They wonder what the future holds and if they're ready to take on what comes next.
But when they walk through these doors,
They discover something pretty amazing.
because at Creighton Prep, you enter an environment where you can pursue what interests you. That prepares you for academic success. That challenges you to try new things.
That cultivates curiosity and critical thinking and changes how you see yourself and others.
Through these doors, you'll find a team of educators, coaches, counselors, and classmates who accept you for who you are and provide you with new perspectives about what's possible.
Not just here and now, but in the future and for the rest of your life.
Through these doors, you'll become part of a brotherhood that teaches you what it means to be a man for others.
And understand that it is within your power to change your community and the world.
And even when graduation takes you far away, Creighton Prep has a way of bringing you back where it all began, through these doors. They come from all over the metro, with backgrounds that are as different as they are from each other.
They wonder what the future holds and if they're ready to take on what comes next.
But when they walk through these doors,
They discover something pretty amazing.
because at Creighton Prep, you enter an environment where you can pursue what interests you. That prepares you for academic success. That challenges you to try new things.
That cultivates curiosity and critical thinking and changes how you see yourself and others.
Through these doors, you'll find a team of educators, coaches, counselors, and classmates who accept you for who you are, perspectives about what's possible.
Not just here and now, but in the future and for the rest of your life.
Through these doors, you'll become part of a brotherhood that teaches you what it means to be a man for others.
And understand that it is within your power to change your community and the world.
And even when graduation takes you far away, Creighton Prep has a way of bringing you back where it all began, through these doors. They come from all over the metro, with backgrounds that are as different as they are from each other.
They wonder what the future holds and if they're ready to take on what comes next.
But when they walk through these doors,
They discover something pretty amazing.
because at Creighton Prep, you enter an environment where you can pursue what interests you. That prepares you for academic success. That challenges you to try new things.
That cultivates curiosity and critical thinking and changes how you see yourself and others.
Through these doors, you'll find a team of educators, coaches, counselors, and classmates who accept you for who you are and provide you with new perspectives about what's possible.
Not just here and now, but in the future and for the rest of your life.
Through these doors, you'll become part of a brotherhood that teaches you what it means to be a man for others.
And understand that it is within your power to change your community and the world.
And even when graduation takes you far away, Creighton Prep has a way of bringing you back where it all began, through these doors. They come from all over the metro, with backgrounds that are as different as they are from each other.
They wonder what the future holds and if they're ready to take on what comes next.
But when they walk through these doors, they discover something pretty amazing. Because at Creighton Prep, you enter an environment where you can pursue what interests you. That prepares you for academic success. That challenges you to try new things.
That cultivates curiosity and critical thinking and changes how you see yourself and others.
Through these doors, you'll find a team of educators, coaches, counselors, and classmates who accept you for who you are and provide you with new perspectives about what's possible.
Not just here and now, but in the future and for the rest of your life.
Through these doors, teaches you what it means to be a man for others.
And understand that it is within your power to change your community and the world.
And even when graduation takes you far away, Creighton Prep has a way of bringing you back where it all began, through these doors. They come from all over the metro, with backgrounds that are as different as they are from each other.
They wonder what the future holds and if they're ready to take on what comes next.
But when they walk through these doors, they discover something pretty amazing. Because at Creighton Prep, you enter an environment where you can pursue what interests you. That prepares you for academic success. That challenges you to try new things.
That cultivates curiosity and critical thinking and changes how you see yourself and others.
Through these doors, you'll find a team of educators, coaches, counselors, and classmates who accept you for who you are and provide you with new perspectives about what's possible.
Not just here and now, but in the future and for the rest of your life.
Through these doors, you'll become part of a brotherhood that teaches you what it means to be a man for others.
And understand that it is within your power to change your community and the world.
And even when graduation takes you far away, Creighton Prep has a way of bringing you back where it all began, through the...
Welcome back to Burke Stadium. Junior Jays lead Lincoln East 7-0 at the end of the first half. And let's take a peek at what else is going on here in the Class A quarterfinals. Miller North, Papio South is shaping up to be a really, really close one. The winner of that game will face the winner of this one. Papio South is up on the Mustangs 15-14. Millard South beating Elkhorn South 24-0. I mean, not too sure what many people expected. Millard South is easily the favorite among all of Nebraska to win Class A. Kearney is down 21 to West Side. And of course, Junior Jays lead Lincoln East 7-0. Charlie, I mean, I think what we see here is pretty much textbook for what we've seen all year, apart from this Papio South Miller North game. I think Miller North has been very, very good at the...
That's an extremely intriguing game because Papio South absolutely blew Miller North's socks off like 8 weeks ago. Miller North started their season off 0-4. They lost by, I would say, at least 35 points to Papio South. And now they're only losing by one at, what is that, is that halftime scores?
I believe so.
Yeah. So, Miller North having quite the Cinderella story.
And Papio South last week struggled against Lincoln North Star, was only able to pull away to gain the lead at the very end of the game to beat the Gators.
Was that Hail Mary game, Class B? Did you not see that? There was a Hail Mary in one of these games, and then a two-point conversion to win the game.
Believe that was... That might have been the Waverly game in Class B. I'm not too sure. Lincoln East will receive the kick to start us off here.
Looking to get a spark going in the offense. Defense has had no trouble other than one drive at the very start.
It's been a very defensive game kind of for both sides, other than, like you said, that one drive by the Junior Jays in which they scored their touchdown.
And Creighton Prep, they've kind of had a quarterback carousel this year, even though they are, what, 8-1?
9-1.
9-1 now after that playoff win. And they have had just no trouble switching their quarterbacks in one after the other. I mean, we saw against Fremont, I believe, they had no Garden, Ben Leslie, and Jack Lammers all playing. So when Creighton Prep gets the ball back, it still could technically be a mystery of who is going to be throwing the passes.
I think what the Junior Jays need to address here to begin the second half is contain the perimeter. Don't let a lot of runs go to the outside. We see a lot where they have 2 or 3 lead blockers running in front of Kyle Campbell is kind of who we saw last. But yeah, they just have two lead blockers kind of run in front of them. So I think being able to contain them and keep the runs towards the middle is going to be really crucial.
And Lincoln East going to take it to the 20. On the 23-yard line, that's Landon Lingenfelter.
It's a good return there.
And I was going to say, if I'm Creighton Prep, I want to force Turner Wilkie to throw, but I honestly don't remember the last time he has thrown, so I can't really say that right now.
I mean, he hasn't had to throw. I mean, Campbell's been really great on the ground, as well as Lingenfelter and Manning. All been really big here for this Lincoln East offense. There's that motion we've seen.
Just about every play so far, we've seen that exact motion. Turner Wilkie going to hand it off. And Lincoln East is going to get stopped maybe about 2 yards on that carry. Seems like Kyle Campbell again.
And that's going to be a really great start here by this Junior J defense. Holding them to no yards on the first play.
Oh, wow. Vinny Saul back in the game. He's been battling an injury this season. One of Creighton Prep's best corners.
Just received an offer from Air Force Division I school.
Congratulations, Vinny. Lincoln East again with the motion. Turner Wilkie hands it off. That's Will Manning. Creighton Prep saw that coming. And looks like maybe now we will see a Turner Wilkie pass. Third and 9 for the Junior Jays. I would be shocked to see another sweep from Lincoln East. But you never know.
Junior J defense. Looking for a quick 3 and out. That'd be great for momentum.
Wilkie finally passing. And I think he got it. Good job by Turner Wilkie knowing to use his legs. Lincoln East has been loving the mobility that he's brought to this offense so far.
Looks like they're going to wait, but from up here, it looked like he got just in front of it before getting out of bounds.
Yeah, he got it.
And they got
Absolutely.
it. And that's tough for the Junior Jays. I mean, he drops back to pass. You're expecting the pass. You cover it well, and he ends up taking off with his legs.
And he did a great job kind of using Sam Sucko as a decoy on that play to give him more room to run. And we're going to see that in motion again. Most likely a run here. Yep. Wilkie with the run. Picks up maybe 1 yard. Nothing significant for the Spartans.
Something I've noticed so far in this drive and throughout the game is it seems like a Junior J defensive players are getting to the backfield, but they're missing that second tackle because they're also getting blocked while they get back there. So not only are they missing the tackles in the backfield, but that's also less people up front after he crosses the line of scrimmage to tackle him.
I agree with what you said. The box just gets emptier and emptier. Wilkie. Pitch play. Over to Cat. Cat's going to pick up 4 yards on the play.
Looks like Harrison Danowitz's helmet's going to pop off.
Late flag.
Saw some Lincoln East players clapping. Perhaps it's going to be on the Junior Jays here.
This game's been getting real physical.
And it's going to be a personal foul on the defense. That's such an easy 15 yards to avoid.
Especially on a third down like that. It's the mistakes like those.
A lot of emotion coming out in this game, which, I mean, I don't blame either of these teams. This is huge for both squads.
And Wilkie No motion. Wilkie getting ready to
It's like
pass.
a little bit
Looks
of an
like,
option
looks
play
like maybe
there.
a screen.
Oh,
it's going to be
wow.
broken up.
And they're going to call that an incomplete pass, batted down.
David Heine, the linebacker, he's going to step up in the absence of some star linebackers like Charlie Addy. And he was doing a great job filling in that role.
That was a great play there by the Junior J defense. I mean, it looked like a little bit of an option. Looks like he had the chance to pitch to his right to number 5, Huxton Cat, or pass it over to his left. But both ends were kind of locked up. And, of course, Heine with the deflection.
I was a fan of the play call, but David Heine sniffed that out from a mile away. Ooh, little bobble. And looks like maybe a loss of 1 from Sam Succo, the wide receiver. It's going to be 3rd and long for the Spartans, and we got to see some discipline here from the Junior Jays. They've kind of struggled with that. Strange because they haven't had many penalties this year.
Now, if I'm the Junior Jays, I'm going to kind of watch behind me, watch for the deep passes or maybe across the middle, but also kind of keep an eye on the quarterback, Wilkie.
A quarterback spy here wouldn't be dumb. Wilkie rolling out to the left, gets pressured.
Oh, right through the hands.
Overthrows number 7, Harrison Danowitz, the junior. And it's going to be 4th and 10. And looks like the punt team is taking the field.
And that's a great stop there by the Junior Jays. Also great memory as well. I mean, you get the personal foul, so that's 15 yards after the 3rd down, and you're right back in that same 3rd down position. You play it well, you play it right, and get a stop, and now they're forced to punt.
And as the Creighton Prep offense takes the field, very curious to see who's going to be commanding the offense.
Gotta wonder if they're going to trust in Leslie to throw the ball or go back to old Trusty, and there's going to be a flag.
It's absolutely blown up.
It's going to be a flag as well.
Uh-oh.
Looks like a roughing the kicker there on Jake Brock. He's trying to plead his case to the official there.
Creighton Prep looking very undisciplined so far.
And it looks like they're going to pick up the penalty. No flag on the play. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Junior Jays.
Jake
Wow.
Brock pled his case. Jury ruled him innocent.
Just a small update here from the box. Millard South up 24-3 against Elkhorn South. Both teams able to get a field goal.
And Creighton Prep is focusing on that Miller North versus Papio South game. The winner of that plays the winner of this game. And looks like we'll see Ben Leslie back out there, pinned at the 11-yard line. Real tough spot to be in for the Junior Jays.
They got plenty
Heel
of time
pitch
to...
to,
Oh, no.
oh, fumble by Angelo Walker.
Wow, he's still up.
Whoa! Angelo Walker made a little bit of magic happen there.
Kind of bobbled the pitch there. Was able to recover. It's going to be only a gain of 1, but a gain of 1 is much better than
A loss
losing the ball at the
loss of 6 or
5-yard
7.
line. Yeah.
Pro set for the Junior Jays. Scratch that, they're motioning. Leslie hands it off to Angelo Walker. Absolutely stuffed for a loss of 2 or 3 yards.
I don't know if you could see, but the snap looked to be just to the right of where Ben Leslie wanted it. Wasn't able to kind of get it right in his hands. Gave it to Walker late, and that's going to result in a loss of yards in a 3rd and 10 situation.
3rd 11 at the 11 for the Junior Jays. Time to see Ben Leslie pass. He's kind of been struggling this game. He's going to look at his favorite guy, Sheldon Galladay.
Oh, wow.
They get it?
And a flag is going to come out, and they're going to get Lincoln East on a offsides. Junior J offense stayed disciplined there on the hard count. Lincoln East defense did not, and that's going to make this third down just that much easier for the Junior Jays.
And I think the further we get into playoffs, the further we're going to see these penalties. I know you said this earlier, it's a very emotional game. These guys want to get as far as possible and get to Memorial Stadium.
A lot of down linemen here for Lincoln East.
Leslie getting ready to pass. Scrambles out to the right. Looks like he's going to run.
Oh, a flag down late.
Could be holding. Good run by Leslie, but it might be scratched. And flags in this field position, not what you want to see right now.
I mean, that's kind of what I think we expected out of that play. Not the holding call, but the fact he had to roll out to his right. Got pressured really early. It looked like only 4 or 5 of the Lincoln East defense were not down on the line there. Leslie just doesn't have a lot of time to throw.
3rd and 14. Leslie's been anxious so far in the pocket, and now he's at the 8-yard line, which isn't really going to help him out too much. Grand Prep's been liking this pro set so far.
5 down linemen.
Lincoln East brings the blitz. Leslie goes deep.
It's
Oh, no. It's dropped.
Looks like that one was intended for Jacob Ford.
I was right in the bucket for Jacob Ford. He couldn't bring it in, though. And Grand Prep will punt. And this is going to be very tough for Angelo Walker in this position. I would say just by eyeballing it, he's been averaging about 30, 35 yards a punt.
It's going to be tough.
You can see Elkhorn North, they're lined up in 50 yards. Sorry, Lincoln East.
That could be a pretty good punt. If it takes a Junior J bounce, and it will.
And Sholin Galladay and company will stop it at the 48-yard line.
Pretty good punt there, but I mean, they're still starting in Junior J territory, which is not ideal if you're Creighton Prep. Something that I think really separates these two offenses apart is Lincoln East has not really strayed away from their one formation, their one kind of play style. And so you got to wonder at what point will the Junior J defense kind of catch on and stop it consistently.
Turner Wilkie. See some more motion, different this time than what we usually see. Turner Wilkie, another run. Oh, missed tackle by Creighton Prep, but Turner Wilkie's still going to be stopped at the 47-yard line. No gain on play. And Cooper Fix and Roberto Macias-Sidzik, great job of getting after the quarterback there. Turner Wilkie really didn't know where to go. He just tried to go outside, see if he could bend the corner. Didn't look like he could do much there.
And now I think the Junior Jays are doing a great job of containing the outside, kind of like I mentioned at the start of the second half. They're doing a great job of forcing them towards the middle and where their strong defensive line is.
That was a fabulous adjustment. Turner Wilkie getting ready to pass. Check down. Looks like a completion to number 7, Harrison Danowitz, the junior. So that's going to set up 3rd and medium, 3rd and 4 for the Spartans. And these are the situations that they love being in because it's hard to guess with their kind of tricky pitch plays. Maybe they might do a jet sweep. You never really know. They're going to stay in this formation. Turner Wilkie gets ready to pass. He gets sacked.
Wow, what a play there by the Junior J defensive line. That's their first sack of the game, and it comes when they need it the most.
Looks like Aaron Shaw on the sack.
Sorry about the technical difficulties there. But nonetheless, a great sack from this Junior J defensive line, as you said, by Aaron Shaw and company.
And I don't think Jake Brock can get away with 2 roughing the punter, so he's going to be extra careful this time. Hopefully they can get better field position. Their punter, Reed Meaves, did a great job at pinning them down last time. Reed Meaves with the punt. Once again, another great punt, but just too long. It's going to be a touchback.
Looks like
there's
some
a flag on the play.
Extracurriculars there, and a flag is going to be thrown.
Seemed like Jacob Ford was involved. Creighton Prep does not seem too happy with that.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get another personal foul.
It gets to a point.
And that's what it is going to be, personal foul.
And with what seemed like good field position for Creighton Prep, they're going to be pushed back again. Ben Leslie back out with the offense.
And they're going to start all the way back at the 10.
Pretty much exactly where they were last time. Let's see if they can flip the script.
I think they just got to address all the rush, or excuse me, all the blitzes and rushes that Lincoln East is giving to them.
They're stacking up the line of scrimmage. So far, the clues are saying an Angelo Walker run. Colin Corrigan in motion. Angelo Walker with the football. He makes a cut, gets around 3 yards on the play. Gets Ben Leslie and his team just a little bit more comfortable and gives them a little less pressure. Something to take note of is this clock has been winding down really fast because both of these teams' identities is just ground and pound, running the football. And we're already 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
Both quarterbacks kind of struggled with completing a pass due to pressure or good coverage downfield. So
Ben Leslie with an audible, Corrigan in motion. Little handoff to Corrigan. No good.
Looks like they tried to get a little tricky there with that play, but Lincoln East read it perfectly, and that's going to be a huge loss. It's going to, looks like, pin them back to their original spot for 3rd and 10.
And Ben Leslie. I mean, we saw them last time they were in this position. Ben Leslie scrambled for about 12, 13, 14 yards, but then there was the flag. So I think with a little bit more discipline, a first down isn't impossible for the Junior Jays. We'll see what happens.
Leslie's done a great job of passing to a different receiver every time.
He's pressured. Almost throws the ball away pretty much.
Yeah, it just kind of looked like he had to get rid of it. Ben Leslie, been big on scrambling, and looks like that time when he was in the pocket, he couldn't scramble left, couldn't scramble right. Kind of tried to force out a pass, and it was a risky one that was fortunately not intercepted. But now it's going to be Walker to punt away again.
Lincoln East has done a great job at pressuring Ben Leslie so far. And I mean, we've just been playing hot potato back and forth with these two teams' field positions. Someone's got to do something sometime.
Oh, a really high punt.
Nearly blocked.
Fair catch called there by Sutko. Looked like he dropped it, but he falls right on back on top of it.
No flag on the play is shocking after the fair catch. And Turner Wilkie back out with the offense. We'll see if they can flip the script. Finally get a touchdown, put some points on the board. Another pitch play. They've been doing it all game. Back up to Kyle Campbell. Kyle Campbell breaks a couple tackles. Gain about 16 or 17. And that might just have been the explosive play that Lincoln East needs. And I'm willing to bet that they're in field goal range, but I mean, I don't think, with how this game's been going, I don't know if a field goal, if they're going to get any more points on the board after that. So I think they're at the point in this game or if they're at a 4th down, they got to go for it.
That play was executed very, very well. Campbell was able to sit behind his blockers, wait for the play to kind of progress and cut up field.
And back with the run. Looks like Huxton Cat. Maybe a pickup of 4. 5, perhaps. And this Creighton Prep defense is getting tired.
Absolutely.
Seems like now this is becoming just a game of stamina. Who can last longer?
Again, that same kind of formation. They got 3 guys on the left.
Another pitch. And Creighton Prep misses some tackles. But he gets stopped. Maybe gain of 1 for Kyle Campbell. Pick up of 2, 3rd and 4 at the 20-yard line. Minute 30 left in the quarter.
Score is only 7-0. I think a lot of us are used to Junior J scoring a lot of points via the run and Angelo Walker, but Lincoln East defense has done a great job of shutting down this Junior J offense.
And Kyle Campbell gets the 1st down, pick up about 10 yards. Lincoln East is going to be around the 5-yard line. And with how they've been doing in these type of mid to short yardage situations, a touchdown here would not be surprising at all.
I think if the Junior Jays, you got to expect a run here.
Turner Roki back in the signature formation. Yep, hands it off. Kyle Campbell. Creighton Prep sees it. And about no gain on the play. 2nd down.
If you're Creighton Prep, you're praying and hoping you can hold them for at most a field goal here.
Why are you talking about field goals? I think with where they're at, I don't think they're going for field goals anymore.
I mean, last time they were in this position and they went for it on 4th down, 4th and short, they didn't get it and gave the ball back to the Junior Jays.
Yeah, but last time you saw Creighton Prep, like, let's say it's 4th down, they don't get it. This is the 3rd time Creighton Prep has been in that spot with that field position. And chances are you're looking at another 3 and out, so. Anyways, tonight's CPSN broadcast is brought to you by Mangia Italiana, Omaha's home for fresh pizza, pasta, and classic Italian favorites. Dine in, carry out, or order online at Mangia Italiana. Taste the tradition.
And by Culver's of La Vista. Visit us at 98th and Giles Road, online pickup at culvers.com, or look for us on Uber Eats and DoorDash. Culver's, welcome to Delicious.
I love myself some Culver's cheese curds.
I definitely don't mind some ice cream from the spot either.
Manja's also good. Love Manja.
Have a lot of friends who work at Manja's.
Great staff, great food. Lincoln East looking to finally put some points on the board. Tinaroki, he wants to throw, but
oh my goodness,
no good. Sacked by Jake Brock and number 76, Cooper Fix. Jake Brock having quite the game. Uh-oh, we have an injury on the field, it looks like.
That's a huge play for this Junior J defense. Huge loss of yards. It looks like Lincoln East went for the pass there. Got to question that play calling, as they've been excellent in the run game, and we will be right back here on CPSN.
are back. 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 12 for Lincoln East. They're looking for some points on the board. Tanner Wilkie scrambling. This is going to be an interesting spot for Lincoln East. He gets tackled at maybe the 3 or 4 yard line.
That's going to bring up 4th and goal.
I'm willing to bet they keep the offense back out there. Even if they don't get it, Creating Prep hasn't looked too hot in these kind of dense situations where they don't have much field position to be using. So chances are they get the ball right back.
And I think, like you said, it's just a matter of discipline at this point. Who can be more physical as well? Coach Young talked about that.
Angela Walker, linebacker, out on the field. What do you got from your Lincoln East? Turner Wilkie pitches it. And
Oh my
Lincoln East
goodness.
gets stopped.
What a stop by the Junior J defense.
Huge play for the Junior Jays.
It's the second 4th down stop of the game for them.
Colin Corrigan looked a little shaken up after the play. He managed to walk off just fine.
Well, it looked like Landon Lingenfelter on the carry there. Tackled by a plethora of Junior J defenders. And despite their shortcomings in this game, they show up when it matters.
And we'll see if Creative Prep can finally move the chains in these situations.
Yeah, like you said, pinned within their own 5 yard line. They have Messiah Sidzik back in at the fullback position there.
Creative Prep gonna hand it off. Looks like Jake Carney. Maybe 3 yards on the carry. And I think with how this defense has been performing, this Creative Prep's offense biggest priority is milk the clock.
Absolutely. Up 7-0. I mean, more points would be great, but you have the whole length of the field to go with a run-heavy offense. I think it's very possible that they take the rest of the game on this one drive. That's if they can get their first downs.
Jake Carney back with the carry. He pushes through for maybe 3 or 4 yards. Some physicality with Sheldon Galladay and Najee Brown.
And that's the kind of stuff that we've seen all game, extra physical. I think it's the emotions. I think it's the situation. Lincoln East is coming off a huge win against Omaha Central. Junior Jays also beat Omaha Central. So it kind of feels like these teams are on level grounds here.
I think both of these players, this game means everything to them. And you're seeing it out on this field. Leslie, another handoff. Jay Carney. Carney with the truck, first down. That was huge. I believe, you can tell me if I'm wrong, I believe that was the first down. First down that Creative Prep's gotten after being pinned in a situation like that. And this opens up Coach Williams' playbook so much more with this much field position.
Absolutely, and I think it's that momentum shift of getting the stop on 4th and goal from this Junior J defense. I mean, Lincoln East is feeling demoralized. From that, I mean, you just took so long to get down that field, and it results in 0 points.
Lincoln East stuffs Jake Carney at the goal line. And also, going back to what you were talking about, I think this offense knows with how this defense has been performing, they gotta match that effort and that performance on the field. And so far this drive, they've been living up to that. Nico Cosmic subbed in. Roberto Messiah Sidzik off the field.
Then it looks like Walker's back in for Carney. Carney, only being a sophomore, has been playing very, very well throughout the whole season. Several touchdowns for the kid.
Leslie back into pass. He doesn't have much pressure.
Oh my goodness.
Dropped by Sheldon Galladay. He wishes he could have that one back.
Looked like Leslie had more time on that one than he had previously. Was able to roll out. Didn't have a lot of guys around him. Was able to make an informed decision, but Junior Jay's just unable to make the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Corrigan in the motion. Leslie, fake handoff. Throws it to Galladay. He
Right
makes the
back
catch
to
this
Galladay.
time.
Still
and
on
he
his
makes up
feet.
for it.
Late flag as well, and that's going to be a 1st down for Sheldon Galladay. Looks like it's going to be a face mask call, so that's going to tack on more to the already amazing run by the senior.
Looked like Sam Nab with the flag. And Sheldon Galladay immediately makes up for the previous play. Picks up a 1st down in crucial scenarios.
And that's just what you want to see out of good players like him, is being able to come back from those times where you fell short and excel later on in the game.
And 8 minutes left. In football, that's a lot of time left, but to Creighton Prep and Lincoln East, that time goes back. That time can fly by. And before you know it, it's the 2-minute warning. And then you're on the bus ride home. So Lincoln East needing a stop. They're getting desperate. Leslie with the handoff. Angelo Walker picks up maybe 2 yards. And Lincoln East in those 1st down runs, seems like they know what Creighton Prep's going to do. And, I mean, I don't really blame them. I feel like Creighton Prep's been running the ball first play a lot this season.
And, you know, if I'm Creighton Prep, I'm okay with the 2-yard run play there. I think a lot of those, maybe a couple 3 or 4 yard runs, is really what they need right now. I think the only reason they're passing there is to get the 1st down so they can be in a position to where they can just run the ball the rest of the game.
I formation. Leslie hands it off to Angelo Walker. Not much room to work with. They're going to need about 4 yards on this 3rd down.
4 yards is very, very good, especially when you have no room to work with. As you said, I think 3rd and 6, it seems daunting, but I think the Junior Jays have full trust in their abilities and their offensive line and in Angelo Walker.
I formation again. Hands off to Angelo Walker. He's going to bounce out to the left side. He's going to get the 1st down. There's a flag on the field.
Looks like it's going to be another face mask call. I like to highlight Roberto Macias-Sidzik there. He had a great block very early that allowed Angelo Walker to bounce out to his left side and make that run as long as it was. He's normally a defensive lineman. And because of him, the play stayed alive. And because of him, they're going to move ahead even more.
And you talk about the blocks from the offensive linemen. I think we need to highlight the blocks from the receivers more. I think a famous slogan is no block, no rock. And I think these Creighton Prep players, they're really taking that to heart, because Sheldon Galladay, Nico Cosmic, Vincent Constantino, all of these guys, they're blocking their butts off and giving Angelo Walker a lot of room to work with. Creighton Prep in the red zone, back in this I formation. Ben Leslie getting ready to pass.
Gonna go deep. Oh my goodness!
Boom! He's got Brody Austin with the touchdown. Ben Leslie finally connects. First touchdown pass of the night.
That's a great throw there by Ben Leslie. Finally puts trust in his arm, puts trust in his offensive lineman, and delivers an absolute dime to Brody Austin in the end zone.
And he's looked nervous all game, but those kind of moments, those are what give you confidence. And I mean, oh my gosh, you see him on the sidelines. He is absolutely pumped right now. Rory McGarry with the kick. And Lincoln East, they're gonna have to respond in 6 minutes with 2 scores. Great play by Ben Leslie.
Great catch as well by Brody Austin. I mean, he was guarded really well, and he was falling down kind of when he made the catch.
I think Leslie put that in the perfect spot to the point where the DB couldn't just reach for it, but Austin could just barely catch it. And those, you can never guard a perfect throw. And right there.
And I mean, it feels like we've talked about every aspect of this play already, but that offensive line, the blocking, giving Leslie the time to make that throw, make the play that he did, was a great job as well.
Felt like that was one of the first throws all game where he able to have his feet set. And that was a huge shift in momentum.
I think that sequence there, stopping them at the 4-yard line on 4th down, getting the ball at the 4-yard line, and marching all the way down the field, and ending in a deep ball thrown by the sophomore.
And even though Creighton Prep was up 7, no one had scored since the first quarter, so it was kind of a will they, won't they tension for 3 quarters. But Creighton Prep broke that tension and got a touchdown. So Lincoln East and Turner Wilkie with the offense back. And this is where Creighton Prep likes to be, where they kind of have an idea of what the offense is going to do. I'm sure they're assuming they're going to be seeing a lot more passes this drive. 6 minutes left. You can't just keep on running the ball with guys like Huxton Cat, Kyle Campbell.
Especially after that stop we saw. I mean, it feels like the Junior J defense is responding really well to this Lincoln East offense.
They're bending, but they aren't breaking. Yep, so Turner Wilkie will pass. He's gonna go deep. Oh, Vinny Saul with the breakup. For a second there, I thought he was gonna make some absolutely whimsical one-handed interception. Good breakup either way, great play by the senior. He's coming back from injury, looking to make an impression, and he's doing just that this game. Haven't had to call his name much, and usually for a DB, that's a good thing. Turner Wilkie, Creighton Prep with the blitz, doesn't do much. But Lincoln East, just about 5 yards on that play. Just under 6 minutes left. Looked like that was Huxton Cat with the carry.
I mean, Hudson Cat had a lot of speed leading up to when he got the ball, and so he didn't ever get hit by a Junior J defender until he got 4 or 5 yards, but wasn't able to get much after the contact.
And Lincoln East, with their run game, they've had trouble getting to the second level. Kyle Campbell's done this a couple times, but these safeties, these corners, these linebackers have done a great job. And Turner Wilkie's gonna get to pass. Looks like he wants to scramble, breaks a sack, and he gets tripped up.
That's gonna be
Seems like a first down. But now there's gonna be a sense of urgency for Lincoln East and Coach Gingery.
I mean, even if you score, you got to go for the onside and get it back and then score again, which, I mean, considering the pace that this game has gone, it doesn't look like that's going to happen, but only one way to find out.
Creighton Prep brings a blitz. They're going to hand it off to Landon Lingenfelter. Maybe a gain of 1. That seems generous.
Have not seen a lot out of number 10, Sam Sutko, their wide receiver 1. I mean, they haven't really been able to throw the ball really all game, as Wilkie's going to step back and he's going to have to scramble.
He's going to scramble again. He's done a great job using his legs this game. Creighton Prep makes a lot of subs. Jake Brock leaves the field. You don't see that too often. Same with Elijah Honte.
I mean, considered the depth that this defensive line has, I don't think the Junior Jays are too concerned about their defensive line play.
And Lincoln East is going to run the ball.
That's a really good gain there.
Pickup of a lot. I'd say 12 yards. That was Huxton Cat.
Looked to be more like 20 yards there.
Apologies. But Huxton Cat, for some reason, we haven't seen his name called too much. He's done a great job blocking.
I think he's been primarily used for the defense to stop Angelo Walker and Jake Carney on the run game, which has been effective so far, but I mean, only one man can do so much.
And so about 3.5 minutes left. You can expect a pass soon. Yep, here it is. Turner Wilkie gets pressured. He's looking for a
gonna have to
scramble.
scramble
Breaks
again.
oh, he doesn't break that one. Breaks a sack. Only a loss of 1, but I mean, a sack in these scenarios, no matter for how much the loss is, never good, because this clock is milking and we're approaching 3 minutes. And Jake Brock, Creighton Prep's favorite D lineman, back in the game.
That sack was made by Roberto Macias-Zidzik for a loss of 1, or just about 1.
He's had a busier game than usual, going in there for fullback and making some good blocks. Quite the game for Roberto Macias-Zidzik. And so Turner Wilkie, he's probably going to be looking to pass soon. And we see it right now. Pressured, and
wow, he is able to get the throw off.
There was a receiver in the area. I looked for a second, but he had a guy. And this Creighton Prep D-line is really going after him right now.
And that's a pretty heads-up play there by Turner Wilkie, able to get the ball thrown out, and especially around a receiver to avoid that intentional grounding. I mean, what could have been 3rd and 20 is now only 3rd and 11.
That's what I was worried about. I see him getting sacked, and then I see him throwing the ball away, and I was going to say this doesn't matter. It could be intentional grounding. But he managed to spot the guy just in time and get the throw off. So props to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and 10. 2 minutes left. Turner Wilkie getting ready to pass. He has time. He's going to throw triple coverage. It's caught for maybe 9 yards. So now it's going to be 4th and 1.
Looks like Najee Brown on the reception there. He had an interception earlier in the game. And now, because of him, it's going to be 4th and short. But I mean, last time it was 4th and short, the Junior Jays were able to get a big stop. And now Lincoln East lines up for a big 4th and 2.
So do you go for the yardage here, or do you go for the first down, I think?
I think it's got to be the first down. But it's going to be a timeout call by the Junior Jays nonetheless.
And Coach Monson really wants to make sure that his defense is locked in for this play. Some updates for scores. Papio South taking away that Miller North game. Papio South is up 29-14 in the 4th quarter. Miller South is up 38-3 against Elkhorn South. And Westside is up 20-7 against Kearney. So it looks like next week we're finally going to see that Millard South Westside game where it seems like Westside might just be the only team that could give them a run for their money. It could do something.
I mean, Millard South's just been so dominant all year. I don't think no one's ever come close to beating them. I think their pass game is just so ahead of everyone else's secondary. And I mean, even if they can't pass the ball, they have some great running backs as well. I believe they have 11 Division I commits on their team.
It's crazy.
Miller North just scored a touchdown to make it 21-29, cutting it to a 1-score game.
Going back to this game, Turner Wilkie, he's got to cook something up here. In motion is Sam Sutko. Turner's going to pass the ball. He's confused. Some pressure. He's going to run the ball, and he got it.
Wow, what a play there by Turner Wilkie, the sophomore.
Aaron Shaw with the pressure almost blew up that play, but it's just not going to be enough. And just under 2 minutes left in the game, special teams are going to have to prepare for onside recovery and the onside kick.
I mean, I know almost no team recovered their own onside kick, but I feel like the fear is always there.
Ooh.
Wow.
Blown up. Hugston Cat managed to pick up 2 or 3 yards, but Creighton Prep got there in a flash.
Gavin Trapp on the tackle there, and Lincoln East is already back up to run the next one.
Yeah, there's got to be. They're urgent right now. Wilkie getting ready to pass. He scrambles. He is
still on his feet, though.
Been doing great. Oh, he gets twisted up for a pickup of 7 yards.
I mean, down the field, he had his guy, Sam Sutko, I don't want to say open, but he definitely had him on a one-on-one matchup with Vinny Saul. I think that's kind of where he was looking to throw it, but he just didn't have the time to get his feet set.
I would agree he was open, but Creighton Prep Creighton Prep's D-line is getting to him incredibly fast that he doesn't have the time to make those big-time throws and explosives. So then he has to look for some lanes to scramble, and at that point, he doesn't care about what's going on downfield. He's just looking for some lanes. And he's still managing to make plays happen. Pick up of 6 yards. Looked kind of like an ugly tackle there with his leg and a little twisted up. He seems fine, though.
I think watching football a lot, you see third down and you think, we almost got him, we're almost there. But this late into the game, they're definitely going to go for
fourth down.
They're definitely going to go for it on the 4th down. So this 3rd down, you can't let any yards up. Got to make it as hard as possible for them to make it on the 4th down conversion.
Creighton Prep, a minute 30 away from advancing to the state semis. But let's see if Turner, Wilkie, and crew can make some magic happen. Turner Wilkie steps back. He has the guy wide open.
Wow.
That's a touchdown!
Sam Sutko finally gets his moment, and it comes when they need it the most for a Lincoln East touchdown.
And when the lights are bright, Turner Wilkie shows up. And now they're 8 points away from tying it up. They're going to need an onside kick here. Spartans still have 3 timeouts, though. And it's going to be Reed Meaves with the PAT here.
It gets blocked, oh my goodness.
Oh, and it's blocked.
That's Angelo Walker.
That's going to make things a whole lot point conversion. Creighton Prep has been looking great in these short yard situations.
14-6 sounds
in these short yard situations.
14-6 sounds a whole lot better than 14-7. Lincoln East does have all 3 of their timeouts, where Junior Jays only have 2. But I think if the Junior Jays are able to recover this onside kick, then that could be it for the game.
And I was getting ready to say, this is a huge PAT for Creighton Prep. You don't see block PATs too much, so I